I want to apologize for my voice this week. I went to a concert and did a little too much screaming, so just kind of bear with me here. I'm starting inside to show you what I picked first thing this morning. I've got my eggplants, got 2 pickling cucumbers, tomatoes, and another pumpkin. Got the okra, and I picked 5 watermelon this morning. They're all done. So I've got them in the sink, washing them off, and I'm going to put one in the fridge to eat today, and then I'm going to cut up the rest of these and bag them so I can eat them throughout the week. Now to the outside area. I've got my hanging baskets, because they have been looking kind of pitiful lately. I've got my purple basil, still going pretty good. I've got my grape tomato, which there's one right there. It's almost ready. Got lots of blooms on it. And this is my cherry tomato. Got quite a few little tomatoes there. My bell pepper is not doing so great. You can see here it's a little wilted. This is drying up. I don't think I've been watering it enough. So I don't think those are going to make. Pineapple sage is doing awesome though. Okay, then around, this is my cucumber. This is the pickling cucumber that I got them off of. So as you can see here, it's a pretty good vine. I found some worms on it. You see here where the stem's just cut and dead. Those are cut worms. So I found some cut worms on my cucumber plant this morning and went and got some organic spray and sprayed them pretty good. Now the cucumbers aren't really doing anything yet, but again I planted late, and because these worms are doing this, it's going to take a little while to get over that. These have some blooms on it, so hopefully I'll have some. As you can tell, my pumpkin is taking over everything still. It's looking good. The watermelon I think is probably done. I picked all the ones that I saw, even though the vines are still going strong. So that's a watermelon vine with some blooms on it. I just don't think I have enough time in the season to produce any more watermelons. And as you can see, all the vines that were in the garden are now pretty much dead, but the ends are still doing good. So I don't know, we'll see how well the pumpkins keep doing. I'm not going to pull them up, but I think the watermelon is about done. I don't see any watermelons. Here's another pumpkin. Should be ready by next week. My tomatoes are starting to slow down as well. I still have, quite a few left on there. And there's Khmer making an appearance. So yeah, still a few tomatoes. My sunflower, they're starting to head. Can't wait for those to open. My corn, I don't know if it's gonna make. It's growing really slow too. But I'm gonna leave it in there and see what happens. At least, next year I'll know whether or not I can do 2 batches of corn in one year. My other sunflower. Last weekend I dug up all the onions and I replanted a few of the heads just so I can keep some onions growing. My eggplant, doing really good. Pulled off, as you saw, a lot of eggplant. Oh, there's a watermelon right there. Not sure if you can see that, but here it is. I have to pick that one too. sunflowers that are all starting to head. This is my okra. They're getting a lot bigger and creating this really nice little canopy under here that my cats love. It's my tallest sunflower. Another tomato plant. Oh, just the regular red one. Strawberries, they're not going to be doing anything for a long time. I'm hoping they'll run and create more plants for next year. There's nothing I can do about those right now. My beets, I still haven't read up on when beets are ready, but most of them now are actually coming out of the ground. So I think that means they're ready, but I don't know, I still have to look that up. I've never grown beets before. So this is kind of it. Everything's winding down. My squash and zucchini have stopped producing. My watermelon is probably done producing. Pumpkins is still going strong. Actually, I've seen blooms and new small pumpkins growing. Here's another one. It's right by an ant bed though, so I doubt that one's gonna make. The ants are gonna eat that one up. So guess everything did pretty well this year. Here's another little small pumpkin that's starting. So next weekend I plan on probably pulling up the watermelon, picking that pumpkin that was almost ready. I might get one more harvest off the tomato plants and pull those up. And this weekend, because I have like 3 pumpkins that are ready, I'm going to try to make some pumpkin pie today and see how that turns out. That was my main reason for planting the pumpkin, because I wanted to make some homemade pumpkin pie. So I'll let you know how that turns out. And I'll catch up with you guys next weekend.